It's time to meet the first two candidates who are brave enough to take us up on our Flora Heart Makeover Challenge. Joining Michael on our transformation team is fitness fiend Lisa Raleigh and nutrition expert Christelle DeWitt.
Marlon Moses, 28-year-old Cape Townian who's going to get married in October and wants to be the best bridegroom he can possibly be, and we are going to help him.
Marlon's main goal is to look dashing on the big day. In addition, he'd also like to improve his overall health and well-being. In order to achieve these goals, he'll have to make some significant lifestyle changes.
Okay, Marlon, let's talk about your medical conditions, all right? Brace yourself. There's not great news, but I need to tell this to you because this is going to drive you to change. There are a couple of things that I have issues with. The first of those, and this is the one you know about, is high cholesterol. That's the first one. Next one is you've got high blood pressure. Were you aware of that?
Not really.
Okay, so it's borderline, but it is high, especially for a young man of 28.
Yeah.
Third thing is that you're overweight. In fact, you're not just overweight. Technically, Marlon, you're obese.
Oh.
Is that hit you between the eyes when I say that to you? I mean, that's not nice to hear.
Not nice to hear, yeah.
No. And the fourth one is your blood sugar. You're what we call pre-diabetic.
Okay.
And the danger with that is that a lot of pre-diabetics become diabetics. It's not all bad news. The good news is this: you've got 5 risk factors. One of them you can do nothing about. That's the fact that you're a guy. Most men have a greater risk of getting a heart attack than women do. The other 4 that I mentioned are all controllable. Okay. You can modify them, you can do something about them, and we're going to do just that.
Nutrition plays a very large role in reducing Marlon's cholesterol. So Christelle decided to find out what he's currently cooking in his kitchen.
We know that you've got high cholesterol, right?
Yes.
And that's why I want to focus a little bit more on the fats.
Okay.
So tell me the types of meats that you eat.
Well, the meats that I eat is chicken mostly with the skin. What I also have is my boerewors. I love my boerewors.
Okay.
I also have my pies, which I like the most. And then I have my Viennas and my polognies.
Okay. So Marlon, there we've identified a culprit. But don't worry, what we can do for the chicken, you can still eat chicken, okay? You can eat it regularly. Just take off the skin. The boerewors and the other processed meats are quite high in bad fats. So we need to try and replace some of those with some of the more good fats.
Lowering Marlon's total fat intake will be done in conjunction with an exercise plan. Despite walking several kilometers each day, he doesn't break a sweat. Luckily, Lisa's changing that.
I actually wanted to give you this gift today. It's called a pedometer, and it actually measures how many steps you take in a day. When it comes to your training, I would like to increase the intensity.
Okay.
So that we can burn more calories, because that's what it is at the end of the day. To lose weight, we've got to burn more calories.
Okay.
So we're either going to have to walk faster to work and back, or we're going to have to try and find some other sorts of cardiovascular exercise that you can do when you get home, like a run.
Okay.
Also, I'd like to vary your routine. So we need to do some strength training, things like push-ups and dips and sit-ups and squats, things that you can do at home that are easy.
Yeah.
Okay, so that we can start seeing some serious results.
Wonderful.
And then just as a last gesture, this is a journal from me to you. I would like you to use this to document all the exercise that you're doing on a daily basis, writing your exercise programs in there. But on the front page, I'd like you to write 3 fitness goals down, things that you would like to achieve in the next 8 weeks.
Will do so.
Okay, cool.
Thanks a lot.
Sure.
All right, girls, so what do we think? Marlon?
So what I find really encouraging is that with all 4 risk factors, we can have an impact with diet.
Yeah.
I'm declaring war on pies.
Oh yeah, pies and polognies are out.
From my side, all he has to do is really increase his intensity and start incorporating some strength training to boost his metabolic rate.
And all of that is going to have a huge impact on his metabolic syndrome. He's going to become no longer an X-man, but an XX-man. In other words, no more syndrome X for Marlon if he follows these rules.
Our second candidate has a family history of heart disease, diabetes, and related health problems. Like many dedicated at-home moms, she's put her family before her health and has a number of serious concerns that she'd like to address.
I want to introduce you to Zelde Wilkinson. She's 25, she's married, got a beautiful little 2-year-old boy, and wrote to us because of her concern over being overweight and just tired of being unhealthy. So the perfect candidate for really making a difference in her life. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Yep,
Shall we go meet her?
Yeah,
Definitely.
Fantastic.
Our transformation team is here to help, as Zelde needs lots of support and determination to lose weight and reduce her risk of heart disease. Her first personal challenge will be placing herself at the top of her priority list.
Okay, well, let's talk about your medical condition right now. Zelde, there are three things that concern me. The first of those is your cholesterol. You have high cholesterol. So we need to address that, but we can, which is fine. The second one is something called impaired glucose tolerance. Have you heard of that?
No.
Your blood sugar level is either normal, or it's diabetic, or it's in between. Some people call it pre-diabetes or impaired glucose tolerance. That's where you're at the moment. And the concern I have there is that people with IGT may eventually develop diabetes. And then thirdly, and I think the biggest issue you have is with your obesity, a body mass index of 47, I think it is.
Yes.
And we refer to that as morbidly obese. It's a horrible word. And I mean, if I say that, how does that make you feel?
I was always teased in school. But I learned to deal with it, but still get sad. So it's kind of been my whole life.
Okay. So if we can tackle this and we can put this and make this something of the past, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
Great. Fantastic.
In an effort to make some major changes, Christelle raided Zelde's kitchen, where she discovered a number of calorie-rich meals and snacks. Zelde will have to phase these out in order to achieve her health and weight loss goals.
So first of all, carbohydrates. So I've seen a lot of unrefined carbohydrates, and what we want to do is increase whole grains, low GIC breads, etc. So I found the snack cupboard, and these are all the types of snacks that you have. Every human being likes to snack, all right? And we like to snack on sweet things, etc. So we just need to try and see if we can include more healthy snacks in the diet. We'll look at nuts, we'll look at some low-fat yogurt, things that you can snack on during the day and that you don't have to feel guilty about.
Zelde, I found him. Hey, I just had to dust off the cobwebs a little bit.
At present, Zelde gets very little exercise each week. Lisa introduced her to a number of simple exercises that anyone can do at home with the support of the items around them.
Zelde, I'm very pleased to see that you actually live on the second floor of a building. Because what I would like you to do is to be as incidental in your exercise every day as possible and to try and move as much as you can. Okay. So I'd like you to really start to increase your daily steps, to obviously increase your calorie expenditure. To help you to measure those, I'm going to give you this little gift. It's called a pedometer. And it actually measures your steps that you take every day. And I'd love you to walk as much as possible in your own complex. I want our goal to be up to 10,000. So anywhere between 6,000 and 10,000 steps a day. Then my second gift to you is this journal. And inside this journal, I'd like you to document how many steps you take per day. But more importantly, I would like you to write down 3 fitness goals that you have. And something that I want you to give a lot of thought to.
With her family as motivation, Zelde is committed to changing her life.
Okay, girls, work's cut out for us, but I gotta say, I admire her tenacity and wanting to make this happen. So,
yes, she's very ready, which is a good sign.
That's excellent. 2 concerns I have, particularly the pre-diabetes. I don't want her to go into type 2 diabetes. She doesn't have to. We have it in our power to actually stop that from happening. So that's great. And then the biggest issue really, and it's top of her list, is the obesity. 130 kilograms, she wants to shed 30. I think we can do it.
Of course, bring it on.
Definitely.
We've got to start first with her inactivity. We need to be exercising between 60 and 90 minutes a day in order to create that calorie deficit that she needs to lose the weight.
Yep. And that combined with just reducing the energy intake, I think we'll do it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, there you go. Zelde, we're rooting for you.
Hello, doctor.